Welcome back everyone, Ziss here. In this episode we're gonna complete the keep so we can move on to the next step of this build. To start off, I'm beginning with this first round tower here. Just adding some decorations around the edge here. I decided to go with a similar theme as I did on the walls. I think it looked pretty good, so try to incorporate it in this tower here as well. After that part I just move in a couple of blocks and keep building my way up until I'm happy with the height of the tower. Add some iron bars here as windows and stairs just to make it less flat, and as usual try to just add as much detail as possible without making it look messy. Now that I finished the upper part, I noticed that the middle part and the lower part looked a bit too wide and just straight flat, so I decided to pull it in one layer, add some stairs and windows just to get a bit more going on down there, just instead of having it just go straight down into the ground. Took quite a long time to get it right, but in the end it looked pretty nice, so I'm pretty happy with the result. And that's pretty much it for the second tower, so we're making some progress here. Third tower is an exact copy of this tower, so now let's move on to the last one. Looking at the last two towers, I think this final one would have become a bit too wide if we just built it up from this foundation. So we decided to build a platform instead and build a smaller tower from the platform. As I mentioned before, I'm probably gonna make some form of building on top of the mountain as well and connect it to this tower, but I'll save that for a future video, because I want to move on to some other stuff than just building on this keep. We kept this tower pretty simple. I don't want this keep to take over this scene too much, because we're gonna add a lot of more buildings, and we're probably gonna build a bigger castle later on in another part of the town, because this is not like a main castle or anything, it's just a small keep. But it's a good way to start off the build, and next off we're gonna start building some residential areas around here. Next we're just extending the road, preparing for the next area that we're gonna build in. This is probably gonna be some form of residential area, but we'll get to that in the next episode, so stay tuned for that. If you want to support the channel, please like, favorite, subscribe, and leave a comment if you have any suggestions or feedback on the build, and I'll see you next time.